welcome back. How you all doing? Hope you're all well. It's not raining today, and that means we can actually try and get this roof rack fitted to the roof. Yesterday I did all the painting and stuff. The L brackets are not dry from yesterday, so we can't be fitting solar panels or anything like that today. That's going to have to wait till at least tomorrow, because they need to be fully dry, obviously. But the cross members are actually dry. What I'm going to do to start off with is actually do a test fit on the floor here, just to make sure that they fit in properly. I've got everything I need to fit it all, and then once I'm happy with that, then we'll actually take it onto the van and then try and fit it to the actual van. It's going to be a bit tedious because I've got to make sure the actual this pole or beam is actually level to the side of the van. I don't want it like this off at an angle or anything, because when I go to fit the solar panels and it'll just cause all sorts of headaches, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to spend as much time as I need to try and get it as level as I can to the side of the van. And I'm only going to do one at a time, obviously, but I'm only going to do one at a time mainly because I'm going to need to cut some more of them pressure plates that I made, because I've only got enough for 6 bolts. And that isn't enough because I'm actually going to put 4 bolts in it now rather than 3 in each side, because there's enough space, and just for my paranoia it makes it a little bit better and a little bit more secure, and it's not going to fly off or anything like that. So yeah, I'm going to do 4 bolts now instead of 3. But yeah, I'm going to test that on the floor, make sure it all works, make sure it all fits together in that lot, and then once I'm happy we'll transfer it over and get it fitted onto the roof. Alright, so this is how it's actually going to fit on the roof. It'll be a bit different positioning, but this is basically how it's going to be. Obviously 2 bars going the length of the van, and then loads of bars going this way. And how we're going to fix, obviously, the actual main bars to the roof is just with a bolt, a couple of washers, and a nut. And that's obviously going to go through, and then the pressure plate will be underneath, and then you tighten that down. So that'll obviously go through there. But I thought I'd quickly explain as well how I'm going to mount these cross member beams. And we've got I think these are called Zebedee clips. Maybe I've heard people call them Zebedee clips, so I don't know if that's actually what they're called. But yeah, so we've got these. And then what you do with this is you kind of push it in, push the spring down, twist it, and then that kind of, when we get there, hold on, wrong way. So you push it in, then, right, if you look at it, there's angles on the side here, on either side, so I gather that's the way it's got to turn. I just tried doing that the opposite way, and it didn't work, so let's try it the proper way. And that works fine. There you go, so now that's clipped in, like so. And then what you do is you put this beam over the top, and you line it up. If it comes over, you can see I've lined it up, so the hole's underneath. And then you'll literally put a washer on your bolt, and then bolt that down. And then what will happen, so let me just move that out of the way. So you bolt that down, and what will happen, when you're bolting this down, it will push this up, or pull it up, so it locks in against this actual bar here. But like I said, we're going to get it all fitting perfectly here, so when we put it on the roof, it's kind of just literally just put it together and it works and it's fine. I don't want to have to mount things to the roof and then realise I've got to make adjustments, and yeah, I don't want to do any of that. So test fit again, then actually fit to the roof. Alright, so it's annoying because we don't have enough bolts and we don't have enough Zebedee clips to complete the whole task. We can do what we need to get done today, which is obviously get these main bars on the roof. We've got enough for that, and we've got enough to secure the cross member beams down, but we don't have enough to actually put the solar panels on. So yeah, we're going to have to go out to get some more of these Zebedee clips and some more bolts, which is annoying because we thought we actually had everything for this, but that's kind of the thing when you're building something, you never know exactly really how many you get unless you plan it out meticulously, which we don't really plan anything. So yeah, that stuff's going to happen. So we're going to have to take a trip out, not today, we'll go out maybe tomorrow or something to go and get a few more bits. So I'm going to test fit it now and just make sure this one fits fine. And if this one fits fine, then obviously all the other ones will fit fine too, because they're all the exact same. So yeah, I'm just going to test fit this one, make sure it doesn't move about, make sure it's nice and secure, and then we'll actually look at getting it fitted to the roof. I've bolted this down now and that is not budging anywhere. So look, it's solid, not going anywhere. So I'm happy with that now, and now we can actually figure out getting the main beams on the roof and secured. Yeah, hopefully get both done today, but if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. So let's crack on. Right, so I'm on top of the roof now, and I found a bit of an issue. Basically, what it is this down here. Can you see the bit of rust? Down here, there's some rust. So I need to sort that out before I can fit that side. I completely forgot about that. But the other issue is I don't really know where, I said that really weird, I don't really know where the obviously beams are underneath. As you can see, I can kind of guess where some of them are because there's like little weld spots like this, so I know where some of them are. So it's going to be fun and enjoyable trying to like drill through from this side, and I'm unsure now whether to start on this side or to do that bit first. I might crack on with that because that shouldn't take too long, because it just needs a bit of rust killing, then obviously painting, and then do this side after. So this is the little spot of rust I've got down here. I've got some rust converter. I'm just literally gonna wire brush it, put the rust converter on it, and then I'll crack on with the other side over there, and then I'll paint this once the rust converter's had some time to like do its thing. Right, so now that side's done, I'm going to crack on with cleaning this side, ready to put the bar on. I'm just going to use some of this big wipe spray, just getting the gunk off and stuff, just obviously I'm going to be able to clean it once it's on, so I'm going to crack on with that now. Right, so we've got the bar up now on the roof. I've just got to make sure it's level, permanent mark, like little spots where I'm going to drill through and then actually drill, and that's the nervous part. Because yeah, if I screw it up, yeah, it's gonna be a pain. So I just got to make sure I take my time, make sure I double check, and then screw it on. But I'm looking forward to getting it on. Both of us are, to be fair, because this is kind of what's holding everything up now. So I'm gonna try and rattle through this and get it secured, sealed, and then we can move on. Alright, so as you can see, that little black mark, I've got them going down in places where I'm going to drill. I'm just going to move this now and actually drill. This is the nervous part. Right, so that's the bolts in, they're all cut, they're all fine. Now I just need to go inside the van and actually mark out these bolts because they're going to need cutting down because they're way too long. So I need to get on the inside of the van now, mark that out, and then I can go cut them down, and then we can actually start fixing it. Now is the time to actually fit the roof rack properly. So it's all cut out. I've cut out the holes in the like pressure plates. I've cut down the nuts. So literally, bolts, sorry, not nuts. So literally now all I've got to do is go up on the roof and use some of this mastic tape. I'm going to stick a load of that over each hole, and then I've got a screwdriver that I'm going to poke through, and then push the bolt back through, put those Sikaflex around it, come underneath, and then I'm going to put Sikaflex around the bolt on the inside, and then I'm going to put some more Sikaflex on this on around that hole as well. Then push it up, and then put the nut on with a washer, and then tighten it up. Then I'll climb back on the roof. Tabitha will be underneath with a spanner, holding it, and then obviously I'll do it as tight as I can from above, and then that's it, done. So I don't know how much recording we'll get done of this, because obviously this is like an important part. I'll try and just put a time lapse or something on the roof as I'm going, because I don't want to keep stopping and starting obviously to record. So yeah, I just thought I'd quickly explain it before I jump on the roof and then actually install it. So next time you see me, it'll be hopefully fitted. Good news, it's all fitted. It went nice and smoothly, and there's no way there's going to be any leaks from this. There's so much like sealant and stuff on there. So flip it around, look, you can see all the sealant coming out of here. That's that mastic tape. There's like, you can see the Sikaflex and stuff in there. And it's the exact same with all of them. I've got a bit of Sikaflex on where I've painted, so I might end up just painting it like some black paint up here as well. But that's not going to be right now. Obviously, that's going to be like at a much later date. But that's first bar done, and to be fair, I don't know what I was worried for, because it was actually really easy. We're not going to have time to do the other bar though, because you can probably see behind me it's getting pretty dark. And sunset's in about 20 minutes, so I'm not even going to bother starting on the other side. I'm going to leave that till tomorrow now. But at least we've got one in, you know what I mean? We've made big progress today, or at least it feels like we made big progress, because this is like an important thing and something that I was kind of a bit worried about as well. But fingers crossed it holds up. It looks like it should do. and then we can fit the other one tomorrow, and then we can get the solar panels and stuff on. But we're going to end the video here anyway because there's nothing else we're doing today. So thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.